Hi, and welcome to Black Dove Divinity Tarot. I am the Black Dove. I hope you all are doing well on this Friday. Friday is Venus Day. Look, it's all about love, self love, especially. So I hope you guys take time today to love on yourself, do something nice and special for yourself. Me, I'm still celebrating Juneteenth. I will be on it all weekend. So I've been spending time not only loving on myself, but also heavy reverence and appreciation for the ancestors. Oh, look, I just said, look, Friday, not only is it Venus Day, it's Oshun's Day. So while I am shuffling today's soul, mind, body, and spirit spread, what hopped out first in the soul placement is Oshun. Okay. It's all about fearless love. So on this Friday, I was just talking about how Friday is all about self love, the highest form of love. When we think about Oshun, the Orisha of, honey waters, that sweet, sensual love, it is heavily rooted in love of self. Before you can really love anyone fearlessly and um, completely, it begins with self. So this Friday, I hope you all are fearlessly, moving out in the world in love and light. Okay, so first card out. I like that energy. In the soul placement is Oshun. 25 at the top of the card breaks down to 7. So divine love, okay, spiritually guided love. All right. So I'm feeling the love of the ancestors today. I hope you guys are doing well. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. I do appreciate you guys being committed. I'm working on consistency. But today's message is all about you. Okay. So, quite a few signs and synchronicities I want to put out there. Because what I find is when I don't share, it'll just dog me. So, I've been getting quite a few signs, especially angel numbers. So, let me go ahead and get those out. We see at the top of the Oshun card is 25. I've been seeing a lot of 777. um, all about luck. 7 is a divine number. So divine love, divine luck, just overall divine guidance is over your life right now. I feel that. I've also been seeing a lot of airplanes, a lot of planes. And even when I don't see them, if I'm inside, I'll hear them. So, like planes overhead. So, heavy plane symbolism. Okay. And what I'm pulled from that is things are taken off for you. I also pull for that from that travel may be on the horizon. So some of you could be traveling this weekend. I'm praying for safe travels if you are, or there is a trip or travel in your future. Okay, so take it as it resonates. I've been seeing a lot of the angel number 888, 808. Variations of 8, 838. So we know 8 is the number of manifestation, it's the number of creativity. So, that heavy fire energy. So we have Oshun, fearless love, we have travel, we have something in your life is about to take off. There is perhaps a higher awareness that's coming in. Um, so, yeah, make sure you guys are paying attention. I tell people all the time, I'm in constant conversation with God because he communicates through nature. So I look up and I look around and I listen, and just pay attention. So make sure that you guys are kind of looking out for those signs of synchronicity. That's God kind of giving you confirmations and encouragement throughout your day. All right. All right, Spirit. We have fearless love in the soul placement. What is in the mind placement? Oh, look, we have a jumper. Power. So this is the Mawu Lisa card. This is about portal. There's a portal you are stepping into. So I just mentioned how with me seeing planes, I'm taking it as a sign that something is about to take off. Okay. I see planes ascending. So Something's about to take off. You are ascending. You could be going through an ascension at this time, but whatever it is, there's a powerful shift taking place. Because Mawu Lisa is in the mind placement, I'm feeling like it could be a mindset shift. Okay, your mind is changing. Um, it could have to do with this fearless love, with this divine love. Not only are you practicing self love, you're embodying it. Okay, and with this Mawu Lisa card, because this is the twins, this is the Abeji. Um, hmm, the sun and the moon. I think a divine masculine and divine feminine. Yeah, something's about to take off. Number 2 at the top of this card. So I look at that as divine union. Okay. So we talk about love of self, but this Mawu Lisa card is kind of pulling me in the direction that there's a powerful shift that's taking place. Um, Something that'll soon be revealed with the sun energy. Um, Yeah, and with Mawu Lisa, this cosmic power card, it is a threshold card. So it's you stepping into something. This is a portal. Okay, and it looks like it's going to be ushered in by you loving yourself. All right, Spirit. What do we have in the body placement? Grounding. Okay, and before I started today's video, I'm really, again, I told you guys I'm trying to establish consistency, a little bit of discipline, because, honey, right now, if I wake up and I could be feeling anything and I will call the day off dang near. So I'm really working on being mindful of feelings are fleeting. They come and they go no matter what, whether you feel like it or not, you have to do what you have to do. So this grounding is, especially in the body placement, Spirit wants you to ground yourself, right? Ground yourself in protection, stability, focus on your foundation. Right? With grounding in the body placement, I'm thinking of exercise. I'm thinking of body positivity. I'm thinking of yoga. Anytime I think of grounding, I think of stretching. I think of walking, nature hikes, getting out into, nature to recharge. So this is about recharging. You may need to recharge. I just heard rest. So there's something powerful taking place right now. There's a shift on a cosmic level, a very powerful shift. It's rooted in, and I feel like sparked by this fearless love energy, the love not only that you hold for yourself, but for others. Feel like there's a love with 2 at the top of the Mawu Lisa card, and Mawu Lisa being twins. I don't talk often about twin flame. I don't know much about it, but I'm kind of pulling a connection there with the 2 at the top of the card. Spirit wants you just to get grounded, okay? I feel like there's something coming, something about to take off. With the moon energy, we may not be sure what it is, but it is going to soon reveal itself, okay? Spirit wants you to stay grounded. All right. Last card for the spirit placement, we have grief. Okay, this is all about Allah. And I don't know if you guys can see the imagery very well, but Allah is similar to Gaia, Mother Earth. This, if you guys can see, she is pregnant with child. So when we think about grief, it is a time for it. It's a cycle of grief, similar to, this timeline or cycle that the goddess is on in this imagery. It's nighttime. You see the moon in the back. You see the stars. I don't know if you guys remember the saying, weepeth may endure through the night, but joy comes in the morning. Your joy is coming. All right. I feel like you've grieved a loss. We'll pull tarot and from the raw deck to confirm exactly what that loss is, but take it as it resonates. We all kind of have our own individual story. Whatever it is that you perhaps may be grieving, it could be the loss of a loved one. It could be the loss of maybe friends, maybe relationships. It could be the loss, even, let's say, of a career or a job, but there's loss. And with this card coming out in spirit placement, spirit's letting you know they're aware. They're aware of the grief that you have experienced, the loss that you have experienced. The spirit wants you to be expectant. Okay, she's expecting. She may be grieving now, but she has life growing inside of her. Soon, that will manifest. So when we grieve, God is aware of that cycle. There's a time to grieve, but there's also a time to, move past that. There is a time to, what do they say? A time to cry, a time to grieve. I feel like a spirit wants you to get ready because you will have beauty for ashes. Okay. Whatever has happened is in the past. All right. You may still be in a season of grieving, but with the planes, something's about to take off. With the Mawulisa card, with the portal, there's a threshold. You're about to step into something. Okay. We'll pull tarot to find out exactly what it is, but with the soul, mind, body placements, I started off the reading by saying it's all about you. I was feeling heavy connection to the collective, right? Messages specifically for the collective. And what's clear is your love of self is going to be your foundation. That is your foundation. That's the root. That is where you will find your stability. Okay. Hanging on and holding love for yourself and operating out of that space. This is also ushering in a powerful shift. Okay. As you are getting grounded and rooted, not only in who you are, but whose you are, because I pull heavy ancestor energy from this. Three at the top of the card is all about spirit guides. Angel number 333 is about your spirit guides being near. It's the number of ascended masters. So heavy connection to your guides with the grounding card. Allowing yourself to be guided through this season of grief into, a powerful awakening. Okay, so this is your season. We're shifting. All right, bottom of the deck. Look, Queen Nefertiti. So Queen energy. This is all about alchemizing. So you are taking grief. I said beauty for ashes. You are taking grief and you are experiencing a powerful shift. Okay, and the shift is predicated on your love of self, you pouring into yourself. Okay, the alchemist. All right, Spirit, thank you for that information. What additional confirmation can we pull? Okay, this morning, as I was, in my quiet meditation, in prayer, I was studying last night, you guys, just various forms of divination. So I'm learning about, look, sorry if the camera is shaking. But I'm learning about different types of forms of divination, right? So, I read tarot, I pull cards, that's cartomancy, but I also, use my Bible. I, utilize, whether it's water, whether it's crystals, I utilize various forms of mediums in connecting with God and connecting with spirit. So, um, early this morning, I get up, I pull out my Bible. And you guys know bibliomancy is just you praying before you open your Bible. You ask God for the message. What is it that I need to know? What is it that you've come to tell me? Look, that's Isaiah 45. I actually opened up to that particular scripture, and it was all about fear not. I've known you while you was in your mother's womb. I have formed you. I have chosen you. Okay, so heavy chosen energy here. Um, Also, in my reading this morning, it Isaiah 45 talked about asking God. God said he withholds no good thing from you. He hasn't, he doesn't hold wisdom and understanding as secret. He's saying, seek and you will find it. Ask and I'll answer. Knock and you will, I'll answer for you. So um, that's what we're doing, Spirit. We're coming to you asking what's to come. We are knocking in expectation of your divine word, Spirit. What is it that the collective needs to know today? Your word says, ask what's to come, Spirit. What is to come? All right, we have wolf energy. You know what? While I was studying last night about signs and symbols as well, wolf energy came up. I'm drawing a blank right now. But with this being the first card out, that's significant. We talked about, Mawu Lisa, this sun moon energy. Wolf energy is heavily connected to the moon. They are called by the moon. So the moon is all about your intuition. The moon is all about mysteries. So Spirit wants you at this time to listen to your intuition, be loyal to yourself, trust yourself. Okay. So that's how I'm picking up this wolf energy. Spirit is sending you messages, signs, and synchronicities that you are going to be all right. All right. With the gonna be all right, to me, that's that ancestor. That's your ancestor energy, the collective. You are them, and they are you. We're all gonna be all right. I have also pulled the message, I surrender all. Spirit wants you to surrender, to the promises that you will be all right. God um, has promised to not withhold any good thing, from those who seek Him diligently. So know that, right? Rest on that. Spirit says surrender all. All right, Spirit, what else? What's to come, Spirit? What does the collective need to know? All right, we have 1010. I've been seeing 1010 a lot. Anytime you see the angel number 1010, it is usually confirmation that you are on the right path. You, at that particular time that you see it, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. So 1010 is about clarity, being on the right path, being divinely guided. Okay. So yeah, guided by the moon with this wolf energy, guided by your intuition, guided by the promises, of source, guided also by lessons that you've learned as we move out of this season of grief. All right. Oh, I didn't show you guys. Next we have righteous rage. This is under power, cosmic power. Next to wolf energy. Fearless love. Oh, you know what I'm thinking with Oshun. Oshun is feminine energy. Oshun is love. Oshun is light, but Oshun can also take it there. Okay. As long as you are just, as long as you are loving truthfully, fearlessly, with Oshun, you will generally be safe. The minute you are out here on, I'll say it, look, fuck shit. The minute you're out here misusing love, um, manipulating love, Oshun will flood that thing. Anybody who knows anything about the Orisha Oshun, she fights just as hard as she loves. Okay, so this righteous rage, I'm pulling, it's a part of your power. With this being under power, look, we'll pull tarot to talk about it, but we also have face down, ass up. Now let me tell you how I read this card depending on what else I pull. With face down, ass up, it can be sensual. So it was originally written with the intent of, Kundalini positions, but with it showing up in this particular context, we gonna be all right. With this being next to we gonna be all right. When I think of face down, ass up, I also think of prayer. Okay, so I'm just visualizing how, my Muslim brothers and sisters, how they will, I believe it's face east. They have their prayer rug and just the posture in which they go to pray. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm pulling from this prayer. Just confirmation that you're going to be all right. Surrendering to the divine. Okay, what else, Spirit? There's power in that, and we know it's power in prayer. All right, Spirit. What else? Throat chakra. Spirit wants you to use your throat chakra. Speak your truth. Okay. So anytime I pull any cards with the chakra, I take it too as a sign for me to, work on that particular chakra. So any exercises that you can do to strengthen your throat chakra, Spirit is, um, requiring or requesting that you do so. Okay. We'll pull more for clarification on that. But I feel like with this card, miscommunication leads to complication. It's really going to be up to you to clarify some things. We had that 10-10 out here, which is all about clarity. So, righteous rage, your power is in your ability to speak your truth and clear up confusion or miscommunication, to clear up the messages. To clear up the messages. I say clear up. Is that what I want to say? To interpret the messages. Spirit says all you got to do is say yes. Okay. I'm getting that there's a calling. I'm getting calling. Wolf energy. They're called by the moon. That's a calling. They call each other. They normally move in packs, right? There's a calling here. You're being called to love. You're being called to love fearlessly, yourself and others. Spirit wants you to surrender to that. And in surrendering, know that you're going to be okay and that you're on the right path. Okay, look, I'm looking at my camera. Some cards you guys aren't getting. That's okay. Look, I'm gonna leave it alone. Also here under power, what I'm putting in connection to your calling is how you use this power. So righteous rage, I don't want to say what makes you mad, injustices, because with the word righteous, injustices, I feel like there's a certain morality that you operate out of. Okay. So there's a certain authority because you walk it like you talk it. There's a certain authority that you have when it comes to calling things out, speaking your truth, right? Not only that, but I also feel like the ancestors are, look, I just got a song on my playlist this morning. Let me kind of pause just a second. On my playlist this morning, as I was preparing for the video, there were 3 songs that played. Okay, Cardi B, Money Bag. So look, that's confirmation. If you guys are working on any type of project, um, money coming in. I just talked about the plane, something taking off. Absolutely, that's confirmation. I also heard this morning on my playlist Juvenile Bounce Back. Okay. So this, with things are taking off, or I'll just say God is positioning you in a higher place. I can read the planes like that as well. But this is something where you're bouncing back. So I feel, were on top at one point, and this is you working your way back to it. Okay. With the juvenile bounce back. I also heard Beyonce's Black Parade. Now, when that song came on, I really, I turned it up loud because I told you I'm heavy in my Juneteenth energy. Okay, one thing I love, 2 things I love. I love me some Black people, and I love my family and my ancestors. Okay, so we celebrate heavy. All right, and I'm originally um, from Oklahoma, so long before the others have jumped on this, made it a holiday, something that they will soon trivialize, I'm sure. Long before that, oh no, no, no. Juneteenth has always been very, very, very serious. We don't play about our folks, okay? So with the Beyonce Black Parade song that came on, it was all about ancestors on the wall. They chit chatting, they talking. I feel like what you need to move to the next level. I feel like how you wield your power and how you are being called, it's a we thing. It's you and the group. The group is your ancestors. They are behind you, like encouraging you. This all you got to do is say yes. I'm taking this as encouragement from your ancestors, especially with it under the grounding card. They're just waiting on you to pick up the ball and run with it. But you have the support there, right? You are getting the messages. It's up to you to surrender to them, to accept it, because in listening to your intuition, there's an extra step you have to do. You have to not only listen to it, you then have to do what it says do. So, yeah, all you got to do is say yes. Yeah, there's doing that has to take place. All right. What else, Spirit? 26, 26 on the timer. Let me hurry up. I'm just a talking. All right. We also pulled your star. Yes, you are being positioned. The plane, cosmic power. It's all speaking on, like I said, ascension, elevating. You are a star. That's what you are. So I feel like spirit, the ancestors, they are setting you up. There's something that's coming. There's something that's taking off. You're a star. Divine sign 1010, you're on the right path. Make no mistake about it. Miscommunication leads to complication. You may not understand. You may not have understood the calling. That's what I'm going to say. Take it as it resonates. But the calling is on you to speak your truth, to clarify the signs, to advocate for those who need healing, need justice, and you're exactly the person to do it. Okay. We have interlude in the nude. Okay. So look, you're a star not only, in your ancestors' eyes and in God's eye, but you're a star in somebody's eye. Somebody wants to have an interlude in the nude. Look, we'll pull it. Avoid overindulgence, gluttony. Okay. When I think about this, especially under grounding, in order to stay grounded, you have to kind of stay rooted in confidence. You have to kind of stay rooted and grounded in who you are. You cannot falter from that. So where it says avoid overindulgence, what I'm saying is stop playing with am I sure? Do I know? Am I clear? It's you. Yes, you getting the messages. Listen to it and do. All you got to do is say yes. Surrender. You are on the right path. You're getting all of the necessary confirmation. This avoid overindulgence. I think Spirit doesn't want you to spend a whole lot of time grieving. So we don't want to spend a whole lot of time where we used to be. Okay. Because Spirit is trying to move you out of that. All right. Look at this. Green Fairy says, have fun, be bad, take risk. I feel like the greatest gift you can give, not only to God, but to your ancestors, is have fun. Enjoy this life. Live this life free. Okay? Spirit wants you to show up as the truth teller. Okay? So this is in line with the throat chakra. What it is that's about to take off for you. I feel like it's going to take off big with the you're a star. And you are exactly where God wants you to be. Okay. All you have to do is speak your truth and have fun. I like that. All right. Two more. And let me pull. We have a we need a resolution. So the truth teller, you're here, or you're being prepared with this fearless love. It had to start with you being kind of knocked down to that lowest point so that you can love yourself out of it. And in activating that self love, you've also activated a certain power. And I feel like there's real power in your tongue. There's power in what you have to say. All right. You present solutions, you present clarification, right? Spirit says you are needed. We need a resolution. All right. Last one. Two came out, but I pulled my heart belongs to you. Yeah, there's an energy I'm feeling that's kind of hovering, playing mind games. You may feel it too. You may feel that there's someone in your energy. Um, Look, your mind is not playing games on you. It is. You just kind of have to tap in to determine who and what. Look, let's ask Spirit. Spirit, what additional messages can we pull from this energy of fearless love, this energy of speaking your truth and communicating, clarity, resolution, right? Surrender. Under we need a resolution, my heart belongs to you. The solution is telling the truth. So someone's going to open up. Oh my goodness gracious. I didn't want to see, I was pre-shuffling, but I'm going to go ahead and take it. Out of my cosmic insight, so out of the Oracle deck, as I'm asking or thinking about clarification, I was thinking specifically about the we need a resolution when this fell out. Okay. So the resolution for some, especially when we need a resolution being under grief, the resolution for some of you is to go ahead and pack it on up. Okay. Tell yourself the truth. If the relationship either wasn't meant to be, it didn't serve your highest good, take it only as it resonates. But I'm picking up that the resolution that you perhaps may be moving out of is divorce. Okay. You could be experiencing a breakup, or you have experienced a breakup. This is what I feel may have pushed you into this energy of self love. All right. Look, we have guardian. Yeah. Heavy ancestor energy. I feel it. A loved one watches over you. Okay. So be mindful of your ancestors. I don't know if you guys have an ancestral altar. Um, Whatever rituals or practices you have in connecting with your ancestors, make sure you are kind of sticking to those rituals, even looking at any new rituals that you perhaps can introduce. I always pour libations, but I am looking to incorporate, another, ritual when it comes to, just overall connecting with my ancestors. So a lot of times as I water my plants, I may pray or kind of do so, in remembrance of them. But there's a guardian who, while you are kind of going through grief or coming out of it, because we have threshold here, they are supporting you. They're watching over you. I feel like they are proud of you with this you gonna be all right. Yes. And look at how the angel has that trumpet in their hand. It's judgment. Whoever it is with the experience of breakup, they had to go. Your ancestors, they don't want them. Okay. They know that this particular situation was a dead end. Okay. It was complicated by miscommunication. It could have been lies, etc. All right. We have cycles. Yeah, this is under Mawulisa. It's time. It was time. So cycles is all about fate, karma, something ending. So we got confirmation on that. Something beginning. Yeah. So all you have to do is say yes. Right. Oh, look, didn't I say? Didn't I say? I felt like the breakup had something to do with lying. Only because I have throat chakra, speak your truth, and truth teller out here. Okay. Miscommunication leads to complication. Yeah, somebody is a liar. Okay. Your ancestors may have revealed them, but with the time, it's a part of your fate. It's a part of your destiny to move beyond this. When I say that God's children, we it it may feel like we take a lot of L's, but the L's really are lessons. Okay, so take your lesson. Know that you are going to be all right. Yeah, with the 1010, clarity on the right path. Like, seek out clarity in the situation, but know that you're on the right path. Okay. Um, children alike, we really can't mess around with liars. Okay. That is a, lower vibration, and it really pulls you further and further away from your connection. So a resolution was needed. And what I'm picking up is divorce, possibly, was that what you experienced in order to bring about this new beginning. All right. Spirit wants you to give it time, says everything in divine timing. Yes, this is over the 1010 number, so that you are on the right path, divine path, letting things flow, surrendering. Okay. Oh, snap. So, what I'm pulling from this, that the grieving process, you may still be in a grieving process. And that's okay. That's okay. Spirit says give it time. Pray, connect with your ancestors, and know that it's something new is coming. Okay. Love on yourself and stay grounded during this time. You're very powerful. Right? Confession. Someone has to tell you something. Let me tell you how I'm reading this. Confession and guardian. Didn't I tell you your ancestors? Didn't I tell you your ancestors? I wouldn't be surprised if your ancestors the one who told you about this liar. I wouldn't be surprised. When I saw that trumpet, yeah, they speaking. And they calling people out. Sorry, not sorry. Confessions. I told you about the Bible verse I read this morning, Isaiah 45, where it said, ask me what's to come. Confession. Somebody has something to tell you. Ask your spirit. Ask your spirit guides. Ask God. Ask your answer. God said he really doesn't withhold any good thing from you. Ask. Yeah, somebody has something to tell you. And this is right on throat chakra. Speak your truth. Okay, what else, spirit? Look, confirmation, yes. Confirmation, yes. It's time. What you've gone through, what you've experienced in terms of grief, it was fated. You were supposed to go through that. And that's what I just said about God's children. There are no ills. There are no mistakes. Everything is a divine path. All designed to really take you, directly into your purpose. Okay. So, truth teller, speaking your truth. I feel like that is attached to your purpose. Having fun, being bad, taking risk. That has me thinking what you have to say may piss some people off. But you know how I feel about that. Look, Spirit said you're going to be all right. Someone else, y'all, sometimes I try to get away, but someone's in your energy. I felt it. Someone else. So, okay. Let me tell you. Okay, let me tell you what I'm seeing. Confession under guardian. Right here under cosmic power. Your power. Power. You have a power to call it like you see it. Call it like you see it. It's hard for people to play mind games with you. It's hard for people to manipulate you. Now, it may have been easy at a particular point, but at this time, during this cycle that you're in, no, they better pack a lunch. Okay? You have your guardians who are sending you signs and synchronicities, giving you messages. And now, with me kind of looking at it like that, I'm reading face down, ass up, as in infidelity. Somebody was unfaithful. There's a liar who, during their time, during their cycle, I feel like they engaged in overindulgence. I feel like they would lie. I feel like they would perhaps have these interludes. Just real sneaky energy is kind of what I'm getting. And with someone else, I'm feeling to the source of your grief, you know, with someone else, with, the combination of the liar as well as someone else. Someone is in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage this. There's a saboteur that you had to divorce. You had to get rid of. Okay. Water sign at the bottom of the deck. So you or this person could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But yeah, there was what can I call them? A infiltrator in your camp. There was an infiltrator. That's what I'm getting. Spirit, I feel like called them out, blew the whistle, threw the flag, exposed them. And as you grieve through the process and ground through the process, you're loving on yourself. You're speaking your truth in the process. Look, on the split, I have ascending. Yeah, I've been getting heavy ascending information. I'm sorry, heavy ascending confirmation. All right. Let me pull a couple cards to close us out. 41, 47 on the timer. I'm still pulling tarot too, so y'all get comfortable. All right. Right now, I'm pulling from Intuitive Kev's Kipperish Oracle deck. Quickly turning into one of my favorites. All right, Spirit, give me clarification for divorce. Give me clarification for divorce, Spirit. Oh, snap. I'm only taking the first one that I see, Ice King. Yeah, there was somebody who was cold as ice. With it being Ice King, I'm feeling like that was his personality. Just cold-blooded, cold-hearted. I'm getting a finesser. Yeah, so you're experiencing a breakup, possibly with an Ice King, okay? Let me keep going. All right, Spirit, give me clarification on Guardian. Clarification on Guardian. This lost loved one who watches over the collective. Oh, look what came out, you guys. Real love. So, Guardian, a lost one watches over you. For some of you, I don't know if have you lost a spouse or a significant other, um, an old lover. Your guardian could be a ex. Oh, maybe not an ex. Maybe a someone who you had a connection or relationship with who has transitioned or passed over. Okay, that's one. 15. 15. 15 breaks down to 6. Yeah, definitely. Somebody from your past. All right, we'll get tarot to get clarification on that, all right? So cycle, Spirit. Give me clarification on cycles. This was Guardian. I'm getting that with the Ice King, the situation wasn't real love. The Guardians kind of had to step in. And I feel like under Righteous Rage, they stepped in pissed. Look, did y'all get that emphasis? Because I'm feeling like they stepped in pissed. Okay, let me get more. I'm feeling a lot, but let me get a little bit more. Cycles, Spirit, clarification on cycles. Spirit, what do you mean with cycles? Oh, look. Yeah, you are currently in your Earth Angel energy. Okay, so you came out of it. Not to say you didn't come out of it hurt. Again, of course, with grief up here, beauty for ashes, though. Okay, so you came out of it, or you could be coming out of it. Take it as it resonates. We're all at different parts of our journey. But Something ending, something beginning. You're kind of starting your earth angel phase, right? You have love of self. You are deeply grounded and rooted in your spiritual connection and who you are, in your ancestors, your spirit team. Yeah, I feel like they're very protective of you. Look, protection. Yeah, I feel like they're very protective of you. You are a star. That's how they see you. They see you too as the truth teller. They see you also in this fairy energy. All right. So under liar, I was looking at it and thinking, pull the card faith. Faith. So there was somebody who you couldn't trust what they said. You pretty much had to rely on your faith. I feel like faith revealed it. 46 at the top of that 10. 46 breaks down the 10. Yeah, you received clarity about this liar, and it came from your faith. You probably prayed for answers. 10, clarity, divine path. Yeah, you're being divinely guided. All right, Spirit, what else? Ice King. Yeah, this Ice King tried to play with this Earth Angel. I feel like what he tried to play with her with was with this real love. Only it wasn't the truth. It wasn't the truth. All right. Give it time. Look, we have intuitive Kev, and this is really strong confirmation under this wolf energy. Listen to your intuition, everything in divine timing, let things flow. So you had to surrender. You had to kind of really slow things down. You had to trust in divine timing, and you had to rely on your intuition. Okay. All of that was strengthening you, strengthening power, your power, strengthening your intuitive power, strengthening your intuitive power, strengthening your connection with God, with the divine, with your ancestors. All right. All right. Confession spirit. Someone has something to tell you. This is confession spirit. Give me clarification on confession. Oh snap. All right. 2 came out. I'll take the community. Confession, community. Someone has something to tell you. Miscommunication leads to complication. Confession, community. I'm getting gossip. Avoid overindulgence. Somebody was ODing on lying and gossiping. 39 breaks down to 12. Is that the tower? Look, I need to have my major arcana memorized. We'll pull. We'll pull. So yeah, I'm pulling out from this confession. Community. Your spirit team. Your spirit team. They the ones who told you. This is community. It's your spirit team. All right, spirit. Clarification on yes. Community under real love. Yeah, that's your people. This is your people. They heard what was being said in rooms you weren't in. Yeah. I feel like they dropped it in your lap. Look, luck is on your side. So you're kind of moving out of the other side of emotional pain. Okay. The earth angel, 32 at the top of that card. And that's in line with grief. Okay. Someone else. There is someone else where it says, my heart belongs to you. Someone is in the middle trying to sabotage this. We need a resolution. Give me clarification on someone else, spirit. Who is this? Someone else, spirit. Someone else I'm picking up as a truth teller. Who is this someone else, spirit? Oh, snap. I feel like this person could be cloaked because look, the card, I feel like the cards are clearing their throat. Look, what's the message for someone else, spirit? Any clarification on this someone else? All right. Uh-huh. Okay, 2 cards came out. The healer. Somebody's a healer. 80 at the top of the card. All right. And we also have, even though I don't know if I think I will add it, rising star. So, okay. Let me tell you how I'm reading this. Somebody fumbled the bag. I just got a horrible mental picture of Offset. Ugh. But somebody fumbled the bag. Okay. And their loss is somebody else's gain. There's somebody rising. Mm-hmm. Didn't I say I feel like somebody's energy is trying to like peekaboo? I felt it. Somebody sees you as a star, not just source in your ancestors, but there's someone else. Huh. This person could be a healer. Okay, we can tarot. Let me see my time. 50:41. All right. Not yet an hour. North Node. Yeah, rising star. There's somebody for you better. It's somebody better for you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. It looks like real love is on the table for the earth angel. And spirit knows that you need a healer, or there is a healer who is seeking to have a resolution with you. They could either see you as a rising star or they are a rising star. But they feel like my heart belongs to you, or maybe your heart belongs to them. Take it as it resonates, okay? Let me pull tarot for my last 9 minutes, okay? Just for final confirmation. On a split, we have the high priestess. Yeah, you are kind of stepping into this new timeline where you are trusting your intuition. The Ace of Cups, right now, the divine is gifting you this new love opportunity. Look at that. Look at that. All right, Spirit, let me get clarification. Because it's coming together and I see it. This fearless love, it's not by mistake that fearless love was the first card out. You've been through some things, but for this next chapter, this next lap, Spirit needs you to be fearless because they're sending somebody in. I just saw Knight of Swords on a pre-shuffle. Okay. Somebody's coming in and they about that action. All right. Ice King. Um, hmm. This person is in your rear view. Righteous rage. I feel like I wouldn't be surprised. I'm getting energy, especially with this Oshun, that I feel like y'all done went ham on the Ice King. We don't went ham on him. He about couldn't come back if he wanted to. Okay. There's a lot of righteous rage. I feel like this person took you through unnecessary. Unnecessary. And Spirit is right now working on the resolution. Look, Three of Cups, a reunion. And Three of Cups is also community. You being reunited with your group, who you should have been with. Okay. The Three of Cups also could be third party, but the way that I'm reading it is a reconciliation. Someone wants to return. Okay. So with the word return, that could be someone from your past, or it could be a past life love. So take it as it resonates. All right. Final messages, Spirit. Final messages, Spirit. Give me clarification for this healer, this rising star, Spirit. All right, we have Three of Pentacles. Yeah, someone that your spirit team is sending in. Look at this card. Like, look at how they are collaborating together. They're working together. I feel like your people is like, especially with the divorce, or whether again you have recently gone through a divorce or preparing to go through a divorce. Your ancestor team is on the case. Okay, they like, who up next? Who got next? Who up next? Okay. And I probably shouldn't pull it like that's how I'm reading it. Yep. Three of Pentacles. I always look at the Pentacles as Father, Son, Holy Spirit. So I do feel like this is divinely guided. I could say Mother, Daughter, Holy Spirit also. But Three of Pentacles. What else, Spirit? Scorpio. Not Scorpio. Sorry, Virgo energy. Yep, we got the Wheel of Fortune. It's time. Okay. I feel like somebody has wasted your time, but it wasn't wasted at all. It helped to get you on your divine path. 10-10 energy. Look at 10 at the bottom of that card. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune is all about fate. It's all about destiny. It's all about cycles. It's all about karma. So in you grieving, again, beauty for ashes. Beauty for ashes. The ancestors are at work on, this timeline shift, and with it comes real love. You're gonna meet your people. Okay. And it's divine and it's real because it's sent by source and your spirit team, your ancestors. Okay. We have the Queen of Wands. They think very highly of you. The Queen of Wands is influential. Whenever she speaks and opens her mouth, look, throat chakra energy, truth teller energy, whenever she speaks and opens her mouth, everyone listens. Okay. The Queen of Wands has the passion. She has the intellect. She even has the spiritual connection. She's credible. The Queen of Wands is credible. People listen to what you have to say. Okay. Not only people, like, let's say, earthly realm, but also heavenly realm as well. That's this cosmic power. You have the power to speak things as they are. Okay. This is on top of earth angel energy. This is a part of your karma. What has passed had to end in order for you to stand in this energy, the Queen of Wands and the earth angel energy. Okay. With this grief, that's what was being birthed. But that old life cycle had to pass first. Okay. So this is that threshold we were talking about at the beginning of the read. All right, Spirit, get me on out of here. What else? All right. Yeah, under faith, you you have faith that everything is going to be okay. We going to be all right. The world card is endings. You know that with this ending, you will be okay. Okay. The world card represents achievement. You did what it is you were supposed to do. Okay. So whether or not I'm speaking about a divorce or just the ending of a relationship in general, you did what you were supposed to do. I feel like you were um faithful. I feel like you were, in it to win it. It just miscommunication leads to complication. Like, this just wasn't your person. Y'all spoke a different language. Okay. I feel like they spoke the language of, look, lies and bullshit. Okay. So your spirit team, they went ahead and put a period on the end of that person's story. We ended it. Okay. And because you have such a strong connection with source, because your faith is so important to you, you're going to be okay. All right. The blessing really is in closing out the cycle. The fact that you made it, you got away. All right. Let me get more on intuitive Kev. Ooh, look. Yeah, you're ascending. The sun card. I take the sun card, especially here on top of intuitive Kev. I'm taking this as divine masculine. Okay. Illuminating that there could be somebody better for you. Okay, because it's intuitive Kev card. Leo is on his shoulder. See the cross. So this is someone spiritual. I feel like your last person wasn't spiritual. And while you go through your healing process, it's needed. But I feel like your ancestors are like, let me cook. We got somebody for you. We're going to put them together. Hold on just a second. All right. This is what I think. I feel like you're going to get beauty for your ashes. You're going to get beauty for your ashes. Look, and let me tell you why. Can I tell you why? Let me tell you why. Because you're her. Because you're her. We got Empress energy all day long. Your ancestors were protecting the Holy Grail. You are her. And I feel like they don't play about you. I'm getting mad and I don't even know. I feel like I do know. Hold up, check that. Hold up, check the energy, high priestess. Hold up. But I don't know the specifics. But I feel like your ancestors do not play about you. Look at community. The group don't play. They come, look, I'm trying to think, what's the song? Boss Man D-Lo, he was like, you know how my team coming. Look, the team is coming. They come in when that Empress call, throat chakra energy. You are the star in their eyes. Oh, I love that. Okay. So the Empress, the Queen of Wands, the world energy, Wheel of Fortune, baby, this is all divinely led. This is all divinely led. We need to stamp this divinely guided because it's all divinely guided. Look at them. They in a huddle. They coming up with the game plan. Okay. And because your faith is so strong, you fully trust your team. You fully trust your team. If it had to end, it had to end. So be it. You okay with that? And because you trust, because you have stayed down, two things. You will be blessed. Wheel of Fortune. That's your karma. Every good thing is coming your way. But also, because you had faith and I feel like you took the directives of your spirit team. When they told you to move, you moved. And I feel like it wasn't easy either, but you're going to be rewarded for that. This is how they see you, sitting pretty, grounded. I'm getting life of luxury. They don't even want you to work hard. Can I be honest? Your people don't even want you to work hard. I surrender all. Okay, they want you to have fun, be bad, and take risks. That's what they want for real, for real. All right, Spirit, get me out of here. Yeah, this Knight of Wands energy is just coming. And with the Knight of Wands energy on top of emotional pain. For your pain, adventure. The Knight of Wands is adventure seeking, but they're very serious too. I love Knight energy because pages get the message. Okay, pages kind of like the beginning. That's where we plan. That's where all of the energy is kind of put in preparation. The Knight is the execution. Knights are execution. They are the mission. So the page is kind of set it up. They pass it over to the Knight. The Knight executes the mission. Okay. So for you, where I said you'll have beauty for ashes, beauty's coming in. Beauty is on its way, in progress. Okay. So with the opening of the video, I talked about airplanes, just the quantity. Almost every time I walk out my door, I see planes. And I guess I do live near an airport. Technically, sort of, kind of, but not really. But even when I don't see them, I hear them. Yes, something's taking off. This is this Knight of Wand energy. Whatever you're passionate about, this adventure seeking energy, yeah, your ancestors and spirit want you to lean into that. That's the resolution that's needed for you to have fun. Okay. What else? All right. It flipped, but it flipped in reverse. Now, normally I do not read, these cards in reverse. But for this situation, the 10 of Wands, that's more 10 energy. This is, to me, an end of burdens. Now, 1010 is always the ending, it's the ending of burdens. It's you kind of letting them, releasing them. What I'm feeling with this is this next script, this someone else, there are no burdens. That's the blessing. There's not even a burden for you to have, there is no wand for you to carry on your back. Okay. This person is come to heal, not to give you wands or give you burdens. This person's a healer. And I'm picking up that together. Because with that intuitive Kev card, with him having the cross around his neck, I feel like you both are spiritual beings. So this luck that's on your side, this healing is for both of you. That's why I pulled 2 cards here. Okay, you both are rising stars. I feel like it's gonna take you. Oh, look what I just stopped. The twins. Didn't I say it? I didn't want to get twin. I didn't want to read twin flame. Y'all, I smack my lips and roll my eyes usually. But I'm just reading what's in front of me. Okay. Mawu Lisa are the twins. They divine masculine, divine feminine. Okay. You are the rising star. Your divine masculine, he's intuitive. I feel like he's a healer. Mm-hmm. And your ancestor, your spirit team source is working to bring you two together. Okay. Stay grounded, stay rooted in this. All right. You loving yourself, that's the power in and of itself. By you loving yourself, you're calling in this real love. And it's time. Look, the trumpet has sounded. It's time. Okay. As you are preparing for this, as you are being grounded and rooted in it, Spirit wants you to have fun. Spirit wants you to sit pretty, resting in who you are and whose you are. That's that faith energy, knowing that your accomplishments, they will be recognized. Even if they're not recognized in the physical, oh, they're recognized in the spiritual realm. Okay. And you will have every good thing. You will have beauty for ashes. Okay. The Empress, Earth Angel, the Queen of Wands. You are beauty. Look, I just heard Drew Hill, beauty is her name. Okay. Look for these blessings, call them in. Give thanks to your ancestors, your spirit team. Thank the Most High God for going before you and making crooked paths straight. Yeah, 1010. What you may see as a L or may have saw as an L is a divinely guided, beautiful blessing. Okay, clock that T. All right. Yeah, so that's what I have for you. 107:47 on the time. I'm gonna go ahead and end it like that. If you stayed this far in the video, drop me stars in the comments, okay? Because you are a star, and that's on baby them. All right. That's truth tell. That's judgment. Okay. Also, you guys, I just recently started a TikTok page. I'll drop the information about my TikTok handle below. But go ahead and check me out on TikTok as well. I'm building there also. So I'm really thankful that you guys are a part of the journey. All right. Until next time, I'll be back with another read this weekend. I'm heavy in this ancestor Juneteenth energy all weekend. So I'll be back with another message real soon. All right. Enjoy your Friday. Be blessed.